Good afternoon, everyone. I've gotten out of the city and I'm looking at some beautiful views. This was in late July, early August, and this was not natural, folks. This was at a dam. My husband and I, on a Sunday afternoon, went down for a little visit to an area I love. Kensico Dam, a festival we found, and a path in Valhalla. So join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone as you join me on my day in Valhalla at the dam. So White Plains here is where the dam is. Valhalla is the little village where it resides, and it's just north of New York City. You can take the train there. You can go on the Wassaic Line, White Plains Line, Harlem Line, depending on where you're at the time. It's called different things by the locals, and it will stop at Valhalla. Valhalla is a village that grew up because of the train and now has about 3,000 residents, and you can walk to the dam we're visiting. It's basically right across the street. First, we're going to look at the train station. It's an old train line. It's been there since the late 1800s. It's been part of MTA since the 1970s sometime. And here we have the Valhalla Crossing restaurant. It's been there since 1973. It's really kitschy inside. It was closed that day, but it's made out of an old train car, largely, and then a terminal building. It's adorable. Your train station, it's not fancy. It is accessible. It's got elevators on it, but it's just a central platform, one track each way. Only one line comes through there. And you get on and off in the center platform. So it's a very simple train station, but it does have the nice little restaurant over there. And it is in this lovely little community. So this is Valhalla. You have modern information there. You've got the digital boards. You've also got, places for your posters and whatnot. And the train comes by. It's not going to be by probably maybe every 45 minutes to an hour. This is pretty far out. So, it's not there every 5 minutes like a subway. But like I said, it's accessible. And then on that top bridge, which is inside, you have your ticket machines and other things up there. And you can even regulate your own heat and air conditioning up there for your comfort. So they've made it as nice as possible. But what we came for was the Kensico Dam. And when we arrived there, we were surprised that for one afternoon only, they were having a local Italian festival. And this thing was great. We had great food. There was great music everywhere you went. There was good shopping. The people were super, super friendly. And even though it was crowded, it didn't really feel crowded. The parking was free. The entrance to the festival was free. So you could just go hang out without any overbearing fees. Now, on a regular day, this is a wide open plaza with nothing in it. There's a lot of space you can use for whatever. The parking at this plaza is free. This is basically a state park, even though it's not called one. They also have a 9/11 memorial here. This has been built by donation over several years. It is a beautiful spire. There's a garden inside of it. You can go inside and walk around. And this thing is basically for the victims of 9/11 that were from this specific area, White Plains, Valhalla, and whatnot. It's not only the victims, but it is also the people who died that were working on the rescue crews and died while they were working or because of the circumstances. It is a beautiful place. It's been being built for years. We really, really thought that it was a great memorial that they put there for that. But this was the actual reason that we went down to Valhalla that day. Now, Valhalla, like I said, is a little village of 3,000 people north of White Plains. And back in the late 1800s, this was a location. It's on the Bronx River, which flows into the city, and they chose this as one of the locations. They wanted to make a reservoir of fresh water to supply the city of New York. So this thing here is 307 feet high. However, behind it is a 3 square mile reservoir of water. And that was not deep enough for them. So in the late 1800s, they dug down 110 feet back there. So the maximum depth of that reservoir is 140 feet. So that they could build this 307-foot high dam on the other side and have enough water to make the whole project work. Pretty steep engineering goals. Now these plazas you've been seeing out here are not really plazas. The big one's a reflecting pool. The ones on each end normally have water flowing through them like a fountain. And here on the east end towards town, on this side, you go up steps. There's a road down the other side. You used to be able to drive up over there. You'll see that in a minute. But now you walk up and down over there. On the step side, there are 200 steps from the bottom to the top of this dam, built way back in 1917. So take your time with the steps. I didn't have a problem taking my time. But when you get up there, you start really seeing the mastery. I mean, you see some carvings and some great cement work and stuff down below and great stonework. But you get up here and you start seeing these mosaic brick walkways. And then when you get up to the top here, each end has these columned openings, just grand openings, because there used to be a public road across the dam. The road is still there. Some official vehicles come in and out the other end. You'll see that in a minute. But other than that, it is closed to public traffic, and now you can only walk across it. But that's how it goes. These ends, as you can see, this is art. This is beautiful. It reminds me of the Manhattan Bridge. Won't lie, looks like the ends of that thing. Came about at about the same time. This was finished in 1917. The Manhattan Bridge in 1909. It's right in the same neighborhood. But then you get out here and you see this beautiful reservoir. And this is part of, there's more than one dam that does this, part of the water supply for New York City. And New York City's down that way. You're looking down, you're looking at the road, you're looking at White Plains there, over the plaza where the festival was that day. It's just really great views up there. You can see for miles. It's awesome. And there are a lot of things going on here. You have Valhalla, little town, vibrant little town. But as you look out from this dam and you see the end of that plaza down there, there is a walkway that follows this Bronx River into New York to the mouth of the Bronx River at the East River. You can walk all the way from that dam to the East River. It's 22 miles. You can walk, you can ride a bike. It's basically a paved walkway. It is called the Bronx River Greenway, and it is 22 miles long. But back to the dam. Up here at the top, you have this entrance here, which is for official vehicles. You can see they've blocked it off, trying to only keep it for, bicycles and pedestrians up there. You obviously aren't allowed to park because you aren't allowed to drive, which only makes sense. And then there's the bridge that comes in from the other side. You can walk out on that side. And you can see the road down there is the entrance when you come in off the parkway and go down. And this is the bricked road I was talking about that goes down the other side of the dam. Used to be a driving road. I don't think anybody at all drives up there anymore, not even official vehicles. But then it circles around and it goes back down to the plaza where the festival is. And that is a visit to the dam. The dam is right up here, basically in White Plains. The community is Vahalla. You can take the Wassaic train there, and you can walk that Bronx Greenway all the way to the mouth of the Bronx River to the East River. And when you're on the train coming up, you'll go by Woodlawn and some of these places, and if you look off the tracks, and you can barely see it here, you can see that walkway. You can see pieces of it as you go by. It goes right along the road, right along the river, and right along most of this railway. So that was my trip. That's how it all works. Valhalla is a great place. Try and catch a festival. Check the website. And dams are amazing.